Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Junkpunk. I'm having a lot of fun actually in this game. I've spent about an hour before starting this episode just harvesting more resources for us. I filled up our grinder here in our main factory and it looks like, wow, it looks like all that output's been sent out. All of our smelters and everything are pretty backed up. Look at all the input material that's just backed up here. And we have a bunch of ingots. I think these guys are all backed up now too. Check it out. So we are in good shape with all the materials that we can produce from the scrap metal. Look at that. Tons of everything. So what we might do, what I'm thinking we should do, I'm thinking we should place some storage containers down, empty these materials out, let this stuff smelt, let this steel scrap smelt, but we'll empty out all the ingots, let the remaining scrap metal smelt, let everybody work through the processing, and then I think we should repurpose this factory, actually. So I started clearing off an area and was thinking about putting down a platform for a new factory, but I'm kind of thinking now we should repurpose what we've got. Let's take a look at the recipes for this whole production chain. This guy can shred. So we've been doing the scrap metal. We've got tons of everything now. Tons of copper, tons of steel, tons of gold. I think we're good for a good long time. And we've got a bunch of this still to process, the scrap shredded. Rubber we haven't done. Rubber shredded. So we could start doing that. I went out and I gathered a bunch of electronics, and I have a little bit of rare metal and a little bit of plastic. These guys are harder to find. Electronics, rare metal, and plastic. But we've got tons of rubber. What about reworking this factory a bit? I think that's what we should do, but I want to clear out what we've got in here, and there's still a lot of stuff to process. So let's put down some of those containers. We did have a huge container. I wonder if we should try that again. Let's see what we can build with what we got on us. Container large, scrap metal 60, rubber scrap 10. That's not bad. Let's try placing one of these guys down. Doesn't have to be pretty. I just got to have a home for it. Let's see. I might have to put some platforms down. Let's see. That's just a little too close to run belts, I'm thinking. All right. They're going to make us do platforms. Let's do it. Foundation. Of course, it's always nice and stormy when I start the episode. Put a little more here, and then we might end up with more than one storage container, one of those huge ones even. Let's get this draining, and then we can do some other stuff while the smelters and stuff are finishing up their work. And then I was thinking after we do this, we get this set up, maybe we run and deliver some gold over to the Monolith. And then see what else we need. I thought it was aluminum, and that's another one of those ones that's kind of hard to harvest. So we may end up. We'll see. We'll see. I was going to say, I think for the aluminum and some of the other products, we may not go large scale like we've done for this metal. We may go kind of more by hand. Not that. Can I cover that up? I guess I can cover up that little thing. All right, let's try this storage again. Player, large storage, and I might be able to belt this in. And I'm going to try and leave room just in case we want to do more than one of these guys. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's do a belt merger. Let's try it. Bit of connectors. Belt merger. Missing something. What do I need? Rubber spools. 2 rubber spools. I got the steel. I got the gears. 2 rubber spools. I might have that up here. Let's see if I've got any of those tucked away. Is that them right there? Yeah, maybe we can pull this off. I'm thinking 1 splitter and then maybe, or 1 merger, and then maybe I just do the other one by hand, just drain some stuff out of it by hand. Let's try that again. Belt merger here. You know, if I have the materials for 2 belt mergers, I suppose I should try it. Not sure how close I can get. That looks funky, but I think it's gonna work. And then maybe 1 more belt merger over here, maybe. Will they let me make one? Looks... No. Yeah, no. Oh, what am I short on? Probably the same thing, right? Spools I've got. Scrap metal I've got. Small gears. I'm short on small gears. And large gears are good. Just need like a small gear. Can I go craft that quick? Might be worth doing. Wow, I wasn't having problems getting up there before. Let's just walk up, I guess. Can I craft some small gears? That's all I need. Yeah, maybe these 2 belt mergers will do the trick and save me a little bit of time. Something like that. That guy can start draining. Little different with the controls here to get these lined up. All right, let's see. Hopefully this stuff will stack up nice. Got lots of store. Oh, that's a problem, right? It's yeah, that's bugged. Let's grab this out of here. That was clearly not working. We lost all our resource. Yeah, I'll have to mention that to the developers. That's no good. We don't like that. That's a huge problem, actually. Let's losing all our valuable resource. Fortunately, we've got tons. What I'm thinking of doing, let's belt in 1 thing at a time, maybe. See how that works. Or we could put them all in their own containers. That we could do too. Get 1 of them going and verify it works. Got a bug there. Early alpha. Yeah, we do not want to lose that resource. Okay, here it comes. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the merger. I'm not sure if that was the problem or just having too many products come in at once to a container. All right, how are you doing? Are you storing everything we want you to store? Hello? 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 I had it. 14, 15. I think that's working fine. What if I pop in something? How about this crappy bucket? Any of this going to cause problems? These are materials I got from tearing on the belts. Doesn't seem to be creating any conflicts there. Right? So that's good. Let's, drain these out. Can I get these in mass? I'm just trying different Controls. Oh man, did I just lose a ton of stuff? Might have. I think I lost a ton of stuff. Let's just alt. Looks like it put it in my inventory. Most of it. Fill this up. Yeah, I was trying different key sequences to get the materials out. Obviously that did not work. We may not need this smelter. I'm going to leave it off for now. Then I'm going to very gingerly and carefully drag these materials over one by one. We're going to take some of this gold with us to the monolith, but we can store up a bunch of it in here. Hopefully it won't get lost. Boy, that would really stink. Sure why it's not letting me place it there. That seemed to be okay. And we'll take some of that with us. I'm gonna hook up power here. Temporarily. We may put that smelter back. I'm not sure we're gonna need it. Right now, I think the only thing I need to smelt is really the rubber. Okay, let's get back over here. Make sure everybody's on. This guy may not be on. Okay, let's get him doing his thing. That's more gold. Oh, yeah, we are going to need that smelter, right? Because we got, well... Not really. There's no copper backed up here. What I think I lost was maybe a bunch of copper scrap. I think what I'm going to do is take this excess stuff. They may be sending us more too. I'm not sure. I'll take this scrap, shredded scrap basically, and pop it into our gold guy here. He can keep pumping away. I'm not sure if I lost that one or where that went. And then that gold scrap should be coming down. Let's make sure this guy's turned on. Okay, he'll smelt more gold and we'll just take out what he's got. Boom. We'll maybe keep this on us and take it over to the, you have room for more gold scrap here? No. Okay, his input's pretty full. Alright, he'll do his thing. We've got steel being sent in, and we should have a ton of copper in there. Hopefully we're not losing steel. Stacking up slow. I might stick around until the next stack starts forming, just to make sure we're not losing stuff. I grabbed a bunch of scrap metal in my inventory here in case we wanted to do more platforms. Yeah, I want to see that thing get up to 50. Let's, in the meantime, I'm going to run up and get a quick charge. And kind of multitask a little bit. Then I want to go down and make sure we're not losing materials. Let's charge up here. I'm going to grab a drink of water. And let's take a look at the building menu. I'm curious about the power. What do we need for this guy? Basic capacitors. We could... Basic capacitors, circuit boards, steel, copper, and gold. Maybe Maybe we grab that stuff. This guy, let's turn him on. I wonder if I can get rid of my steel here too. Maybe send that down the line and get it smelted. I don't think I need the steel scrap anymore. Same thing with the copper scrap. Kind of stuck with that. Let's go see if we've got at least 2 stacks here of the steel. Not in there. Back over here. Belt's kind of slow. Oh, we're losing steel. We're losing the steel. So we can't use these belts for the storage. We keep losing stuff. That's not good. That's a pretty significant bug. I'm wondering if it just has to do with the first slot or what. Let's stick around for a second, see what happens after this thing gets up to 50. If it just starts overwriting itself, then we'll disconnect the belt and have to do it by hand. And I'll let the developers know. Almost there. 47, 48, 49, 50, and... yeah, I think that's the problem, though. Oh, yeah, it just replaced the bucket. So, yeah, this not working. Not working. We're going to rip this belt up. We're going to try to rip the belt up. We'll move it by hand. It's not worth losing all that material. That's crazy. So we'll grab this steel out of here. Take this partial one and pop it in here. Maybe it will fill it up to 50 because I can't combine these. Same thing with this guy. I think. Okay, we'll keep one of these on hand. The rest are going to go into the storage bin. Kind of a bummer with the storage bin. Lost some good material. It took a while for us to build. Wait, no, I don't need this copper scrap. I'm just going to dump it in here. I'm going to take 1 stack of copper and 1 stack of that. And then, let's go empty this guy out. Just 1 more stack. Boom. And then what's going on over here? How are you doing? Got more gold. Let's grab this out. Because basically what we want to do is repurpose this factory to process the rubber. But I want to clear out all the shredded steel, or all the shredded basic metal that we've got floating around. Steel. More gold. We're going to take gold with us. Boy, it sure is hard for me to tell where the area is. It seems like there's another row down here, right? To store stuff, but yeah. Why isn't it not snapping in? It's not snapping in there. Oh, maybe it stops there. Okay. I see. Nope, I don't see. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not able to place in some of these little cells. All right. Hopefully we're not losing anything now. We're not routing anything in there. That guy, we don't have to babysit this too closely. So let's look at what we're probably going to do. Not feeding this guy any more scrap metal. He's done with that. We're going to change this over to rubber. And we're going to have to change these guys over too. How much more has this guy got left? Tons, right? Tons. Tons. Should we change this to copper? Got a lot of steel. Take a look at our steel versus copper. Maybe we'll switch that guy over. It's fine. I think we can just leave it. Could start using this middle one for the rubber. Get up here. Let's do that. Let's get this started. Let's, I'm gonna yank out this belt and the splitter and all that. We're gonna ignore the two outside guys. Let them do what they're doing. Two outside, whatever these machines are. I forgot what these guys are called. Separators. I'm going to change the recipe on this guy. It should still be getting power. Let's make this electronic shredded. Huh. Where's shredded rubber? What? Let's come over here. Shredded rubber, or rubber shredded, as they call it. What does that, what happens to that? Do we just smelt that after it's shredded? Let's look at one of these. The recipe's available to us. Yep, shredded rubber goes straight into a smelter. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we could rip this out and make it a smelter. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Well, at least get another thing. I know it's going to kill all my power connections. But I know I've got some rubber in storage. We might as well get this stuff. Have this stuff being used. Yeah, I think we've got all the steel and stuff for days. Maybe I'm wrong, and we'll want to rebuild the factory the way we've got it. But I think we're going to be good for a while. The machines. I'm going to pop a smelter up here. Boom. I'll get the power going again. Connections, power cable. Is out power. Here's the in. Out. In. Gotta turn this back on. Toggle the power. He's got... Oh, he's done. He's done. We could take some of this out of here. Take a couple stacks. Pop it in this guy so he has something to do. We'll process the rest of that scrap. Now we need a new belt. From our shredder to our smelter here. And well, it's getting noisy over here. And let's do the rubber ingots. Auto power. Now I gotta go fetch some rubber. I have a tiny bit on me. My storage is kind of full too. Bummer. Let's head up here. The storage bins we've got. I'm gonna drop off this piece of junk. In fact, I don't need this other metal either. I don't need this steel scrap. Rubber scrap we're going to use. And I think I've got rubber next door here. Yeah, look at that. Tons of it. I'm going to drop off our little spool. Take as much of this as we can. We'll probably have to make a few trips. We can lower the number of trips by just putting some of this in here temporarily. And we'll come back and get it. Rubber, we'll make stuff out of this. Might as well. That can probably stick around. I don't need it. And whatever, we're going to come back, so... We'll grab our gold and steel on the way back. See if we can get as much of this rubber into that shredder as we can. We might not be able to use all of it. We'll find out. Down we go. So one more product. I'm not sure even when we're gonna need it. So I may be doing something kind of preemptive before I even know that we're gonna need to use it. But I kind of want to get keep this little factory working rather than sitting here. So we may as well repurpose it. All right, inventory. Here comes the rubber. And toggle power, that should start. There it goes. Bring these guys in. I'm not going to shift click or do any of that stuff because I keep tearing out machines when I do that. I think that's all. Yeah, it looks like there's spaces for more inventory, but there isn't. It's not letting me put any more into the input storage. Okay, let's see, is the rubber, there's our shredded rubber. And are we smelting away? We are. Nice. While that's going, let's unload this guy. A little bit of manual tedium here. Just empty this guy in the next one, and then we'll run over to the Monolith. Go pick up our gold and the metal and all that stuff, or we could just use this. Just want them to finish processing all that gold scrap. Yeah, I think we've got, I think we've got enough of this for a while. I'll take 100 bars. I'll take 150 gold just in case. And I guess, I don't know. I guess I'll take another stack of copper with us. That should be really all we need, right? I don't even know if I need to go up and check that container. I will, just to make sure we didn't leave something precious in there. I don't think we have anything too special in here. No, we've got all we need for that. Maybe some scrap in case we want to build. Gears are handy too. We'll grab some scrap. And let's head over to the Monolith. We'll let the factory run. Everything's powered up. Not sure how we're going to use those rubber ingots if we need them, but we got all that scrap rubber. Might as well process it. And then here's the area where I was thinking we could do another little factory. And I was going to start laying down some foundations. That's why I picked up the scrap metal. But then I started thinking maybe I can just repurpose the other factory that we've got, at least for the near term. And then I set up some storage bins here, and I put in the stuff that I collected. We've got some plastic, aluminum scrap, electronic scrap, rare metal scrap, and then contaminated silicone. And this stuff is hard to collect. There's not a lot of deposits with it. So I'm thinking if we do set up something over here, we might. It'll probably just be one line, one thin line, and we'll probably be doing a lot of hand feeding. I don't think we're going to need hundreds of ingots of, the rare metal or whatever that stuff is that we've got. But let's head over and see. We can at least deliver the gold and then see what the next ingredient is. I think there was like silicon bars or something that we needed. But we can at least, like I said, deliver this gold. And then we also got to think about the dirt and learn how to farm. We haven't touched any of that. I can actually look at the toolbar while we're running, so that's kind of cool. Dirt extractor. That sounds easy. Planter, that sounds kind of easy. Composter, I'm not sure what that's for. But we can set up some plants here pretty soon, too. I'm curious what's going to happen when we get these two keys out of the monolith thing here. Notice this one's got a big number 1 on it, and as we look around, there's other huge monoliths or other structures here with numbers on them that have lights, like they're active. So I'm wondering what else there is after this. Now this is supposed to... Oh, man. I was going to say, this is supposed to turn on an atmospheric... stabilizer. Well, I wonder if the planet's going to change too as we satisfy these little objectives. I have to jump to get over these little ledges here when the stairs end for some reason. All right, up we go. We're not going to release a key just yet, but we're going to take a look and see what else we got to get. All right, 20 gold on this one. Hopefully it will be happy with that. All right, aluminum. Okay, 20 aluminum. That's what I got to remember. 20 aluminum. This guy, I thought this guy needed even more gold. But he needs aluminum too. All right, there's the gold. I collected some motors and basic processors too, but we'll craft those up in our fabricator. Silicon's only 25. Aluminum is 70, right? We need 70 aluminum. Yeah, 70 aluminum. Boy. Let's take a look. Let's head back. And I want to take a look at how much aluminum I have or how we can even make it. We may use our initial factory. See, there's one with a number 5. I don't know if that's going to have missions for us to go walk into. Bunch of rubber over there. Bunch of scrap. Boy, I've harvested quite a bit of stuff, so just off camera. Be aware, if you're playing single player, you're going to be doing a lot of hand mining of resources. It's kind of fun though. I don't really mind the grind too much. And I did way more than we needed to. Like you could see, we've got tons of metals stockpiled. So aluminum is our thing. Let's take a look. Let's see, do I even have aluminum? Hardly any. Like that took a lot to get. And we cannot produce aluminum from just the plain metal scrap. Or scrap metal I've got over here. Aluminum. Let's take a look at our machines here and see how we produce it. They want aluminum ingots. But maybe our shredder shows multiple recipes. The other thing I wanted to do is check the workbench and see what that says as far as aluminum goes. Let's do the workbench first. Does this show anything for aluminum at all? Aluminum scrap. Oh, I can make it out of scrap metal directly. Nice. So I don't need a shredder. Let's do some of that. We know we need it. Okay, I just chewed up my stuff. Boy, it takes 50 metal for every aluminum. Can I do that in a machine? Look at all that shredded rubber. Grab some of these ingots out of here. Yeah, boy, 50 metal scrap for every single aluminum scrap. That's a lot. Got a bunch of resource here I don't need, I think. Collected too much. We got the tons of rubber. Now I'm thinking I'm probably going to need to harvest more metal scrap just to convert into the aluminum scrap. Let's take a look and see if our separator will do that for us. Aluminum scrap. Nope. Only this guy will only give us that if we provide shredded electronics. That's another thing that I don't have a lot of. I can also get it from rare metal shredded or electronic shredded. I can get it from the workbench, but it's a 50-to-1 ratio. That's not great. I'd be willing to do it if I could automate it. It's not going to be the smelter. Let's see what the recipes are here, though, just while we're here. Yeah, this is all just... That's not going to help us. And then the fabricator, I doubt it. We could try. I may not have what I need to make the fabricator now. Missing... Got the gears. I don't have the scrap. No, I do have the scrap. I got the gears. Copper scrap. Oh, I guess I do need to have some of that on hand. Copper scrap and gold scrap. Let's see if I have some in right here. Copper scrap. Don't have the gold scrap. Might be some in the smelter, maybe? Gold scrap? Place the fabricator again and see what we can do. No? What am I missing? Gold scrap 2, got 50. Copper scrap 5, out of 38. Steel scrap, that's what I'm missing. Let's... turn off the smelter here. I guess we'll keep some of the steel scrap on hand, just in case, for crafting. Just want to see the recipes here. We can not do anything. These are all kind of final products. I'm going to use aluminum, by the way. Steel and copper, that's fine. And capacitors and circuit boards, I think, are like steel and copper. Aluminum, we don't need much. I mean, we need 70 for the we need 70 for the monolith. But then most of our crafting doesn't require it at all. What the plastic ingots? What are those? Is that only ground plastic? Let's look at that recipe real quick. Plastic scrap. And a bunch of that I can send through to over at a different location. We'll have to fetch it. Tell you what, I think we'll wrap this episode here. Boy, we've got all the metal we need here. Maybe we just stick in this area and keep repurposing this factory, because we've got a lot of our materials here. I may go fetch the rare metals that I had way far away and bring them back here, and then maybe we will wire up the assembler and start thinking about crafting some of the other materials we need. I think the first thing, though, I may do between episodes is harvest a bunch of aluminum, or harvest a bunch of scrap metal and convert it to aluminum. We need 70 bars. I think it's a 1-to-1, right? As far as the smelting of aluminum scrap to bars, let's take a look at that. Pretty sure. No, 2 scrap for every ingot. Oh man, that's rough. So that's 140 aluminum scrap times 50. Oh man. Let's see. Platinum scrap, contaminated silicon, plastic scrap, aluminum scrap. Let me see one more time what the recipe was for the aluminum, other than the scrap metal. Maybe it's not so bad. Electronics or rare metal. And rare metal is also used for the platinum. But it's a 1-to-1. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. It's just hard to know how much of each of these materials we're going to end up needing. But man, using the metal scrap for aluminum that's a ton of metal scrap. We've got it all over the place. It's just a lot of harvesting. We might do some of that between episodes. Anyway, for now, we'll leave it here. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Enjoy having you with me on this journey of Junkpunk. Again, I'm playing a pre-alpha version of the game. I just got access to it a couple days ago. It's a ton of fun and no bugs. Well, one bug so far. We saw it actually this episode, right in the storage bin. So I'll report that off to the developers. But as far as like frame rate dips or falling through the world or getting stuck on piles of junk, it's no problems. Been running really smooth. Aside from that one bug, and then we have a little bit of a hiccup around the stairways going up to the floors. Kind of have to jump up, but it's looking pretty good. It's looking really good. So anyway, hope you enjoy it. I enjoy putting it together for you, and I will see you in the next episode.